At The Kitchen in Sacramento, chefs are busy preparing tasty dishes using a vegetable that's increasing in popularity. California endives are showing up on more and more dinner plates.
I mean, you see a lot of people use the endive as vessels, so they'll take just the leaf off and put things in it and serve it that way. I think it has a lot of different uses.
The chances are if this vegetable's on your plate, it's probably grown by California Vegetable Specialties, a company headquartered in the tiny hamlet of Rio Vista, between San Francisco and Sacramento. The first thing the owner did was give us a lesson in pronunciation.
So what we grow here at CVS is spelled E-N-D-I-V-E. However, it's pronounced quite differently. And the correct pronunciation is this: Endive.
Obviously, Rio Vista, where Rich works, is about as far away from France as you can get, so we tend to call it Endive. Now, I know Rich is cringing in his seat as I say this, as he has when he's come here for dinner, but that's kind of the ongoing joke.
Endive.
You can learn to say it pretty quickly, but this vegetable takes a long time to grow, almost 6 months. First step is to plant chicory seed, then months later harvest the root.
Well, what we're after is a chicory root. This is a big one. This little bud here, along with the support of this root, will render an endive. You know, chicory roots through the centuries have been used for teas, coffees, medicinal purposes. And the legend is that in 1830, a farmer had some chicory roots in his cellar. This is in the outskirts of Brussels, Belgium. And he forgot about them. He was going to use them as a coffee substitute after drying and roasting them. In the spring of 1831, those roots in the dark confines of that cellar had sprouted. And he then noticed the sprouts that had come from the top of the chicory roots.
The mature roots are actually harvested by machine, each one producing just one bud and ultimately just one endive. This 55-acre field will produce tens of thousands of buds and will probably end up on salad plates in America, Japan, and other Asian countries.
I love growing things. And as a way to make a living, growing food is very, very, very fulfilling.
Endives are really grown and harvested in two different types of fields. The first is a traditional one like this one here in Turlock, and the second, a more specialized facility in Rio Vista. This next step involves growing the root in a huge dark room.
Of course, it's completely dark. I mean, you come in here and turn the flashlight off and it is the definition of darkness. There is no light, because the light would, in fact, if you will, contaminate the endive by helping it green up. These roots have been here for approximately 3.5 weeks, having come out of cold storage. And you can see that the buds now on top of the chicory roots are growing, and there's a lot of growth down at the bottom with the feeder roots that are in about 1.5 inches of the fertilizer solution. Under the exact same conditions, this still has about a week to go. It's very, very similar in technique, but of course different color.
How many of this would you say goes on a day, a week, an hour, like a gazillion here?
Oh, we do produce a lot of endive. Oh golly, we're producing approximately 5 million pounds a year.
You find that most people like it, and I just think it's one of those products that works for everybody. I mean, it works with lemon, it works with blue cheese, it works with, obviously, with olive oil. This is the type of thing that we do at the kitchen all the time, is take things that people aren't so sure about and turn it into something where they go, wow, I've really opened up my eyes.